In this video, we want to take a look at finding all the real and imaginary zeros for any polynomial function. So when we're asked to find zeros, that really means in our mind that we just want to solve for where that function is equal to 0. So in the example given here, we want to actually find all the real and imaginary zeros of this given function. And so that really just means that I want to solve for where that function is equal to 0. So we have a number of tools that we've already learned, or skills that we've already learned, in order to solve where a polynomial equals 0. We could factor, and part of factoring is that we could use grouping, especially as we see here, where we have 4 terms. We don't want to forget about all of our special cases, such as the difference of cubes, or the sum of cubes, or the difference of squares, etc. We also have at our disposal the quadratic formula. Remember that that is that x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And then lastly, we could also use roots. So if we get something isolated, we can take the square root of something or the cubed root. So here I've solved by grouping, and you've done this before, so you can practice or pause the video to see if you get the same solutions as I did. Don't forget to include plus or minus. That's one of our most common student mistakes. And also remember to check your answer. So I want to make sure that all of these values work. I was able to get 3 solutions to where this h function is equal to 0. And that means that I really have 3 zeros, and that my 3 zeros are 3, negative 2i, and positive 2i. So this brings up a couple good points. One is that I was able to find 3 zeros and that I was given a cubic function. If ever I'm given any function at all, we have 2 theorems. One theorem is the fundamental theorem that just says that I'm always going to have at least 1 zero in the complex number set. And the nth root theorem tells me that whatever degree I'm given, so in this function it was a cubed degree or third degree, that is always going to tell me how many zeros total that I'm going to have. So here I was given a cubic function and I have exactly 3 zeros. So this is really helpful for us when we want to check our answers to make sure that we've gotten all of our possible zeros.